Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today I'm here to talk to you about my Kune Kune pigs. Let's see if we can get them in the shot here. Alright guys, I'm here to talk to you about my Kune Kune pigs today and why we chose them for our homestead. But before we get started here, I've got some apples and bananas and leftover toast that the kids didn't finish that I'm going to go ahead and feed to these guys. You need help scrunching those apples up, or you got it? There you go. Come here, Daisy. Come on, Daisy. Here, honey. There you go, Daisy. Good girl. All right, we've got Peach, Daisy, Kevin. There's Devin. All right. Even the chickens are in on it. So why Kune Kune pigs? Kune Kune is marketed as the perfect homesteading animal as far as pigs go. They're small, they're docile, and they're awesome with people. So for us, we have 5 small children, the oldest being 8 and the youngest being just a few months old. So the standard size commercial pig honestly scared us a little bit. So why Kune Kune pigs? We knew that we wanted a breed that was going to be smaller in size. We knew we wanted a breed that was going to be friendly and docile, and the grow out time doesn't concern us too much. Now, here on our homestead, one of our main goals is self-sustainability. So we want to not necessarily make a profit, but provide a meat source and a milk source and a food source for ourselves that can sustain us. So that includes gardening, that includes getting our 2 milk cows, and we thought, why not add a couple of pigs to the mix? So after doing some research on some breeds, we were kind of torn between the Idaho pasture pig and the Kune Kunes. Now for us, where we are, an Idaho pasture pig was just a little bit harder to come by, and a Kune Kune, there was an immediate availability. So we jumped with the opportunity, we went ahead and took it, and now we have 4 Kune Kunes. So our goal right now for these ones is not to eat these guys. These are going to be our breeders. So we have 2 girls, those are the bigger 2, and then 2 boys, which are younger. So our girls are about 5.5 months old, and our boys are about coming up on 3 months now. So they're from different litters, obviously. I traveled about an hour to get the boys, and the girls, my husband worked with somebody whose brother was raising Kune Kunes, and he lives just about 20 minutes from us, so that worked out perfectly. So we brought them home about a week ago now, and they've been super fun. The kids have loved them. We've loved them. We love coming out and hearing their little noises. They're always running up at the gate, eager to meet us. And so it's been a joy. We've really enjoyed adding them to the farm. With Kune Kunes, so let's start with the pros with Kune Kunes, okay? So Kune Kunes, they're small. They reach about 250 pounds tops-ish, maybe 300 if you've got a good size pig, I guess. And we feel like that's manageable. When we met up with the guy who sold us the girls, the one who lives just 20 minutes away, kind of took a look at his adults, kind of took a look at the sows and the boars, and I felt like, okay, we can manage this. I'm not going to be scared that my kids are going to fall into the pig pit and get hurt type of thing. So, and for me, I want to be able to feed them while my husband's at work. I want to be able to be the primary caretaker and not feel intimidated by that. So they're the perfect size for us. We really like the size. They also are extremely friendly, extremely docile. Everything I've heard about them, people say, oh yeah, they're like our pasture dogs. They joke, right? Like we go out there and they like the belly rubs and they like their little ears to be scratched and they come right up to you. So far that's been the case. We've only had them for about a week, so we're not experts yet, obviously, but it's been a really fun experience so far. They're got their own little personalities and they're pretty fun. So that's been great. Another reason we decided to go with the Kune Kunes is that they don't root, apparently. They're a pasture pig, so that means that they'll eat grass. They will mow your lawn, basically. One of our plans for the spring is to do some rotational grazing with them. For now, we just have thrown up this little fencing area for them, but we will be expanding that soon because they will be getting bigger, right? And we'll be separating out the boys and the girls, of course. So with them being a non-rooting pig, we wanted to preserve our pastures. We wanted to be able to rotationally graze. And honestly, we wanted to cut down on feeding costs. So here in Iowa, which is where we're at, we have to feed hay during the winter and grain. That's just the way that it is when there's not a whole lot of grass growing, right? So we were already planning on that with the cows. So we figured, we'll go ahead and add the pigs now and just be set for the winter already, with their hay. So that wasn't a huge issue to us. And so far they've been doing great. We'll see how winter goes. But they don't need a whole lot of feed compared to like gosh darn it, stand camera. The wind keeps taking my camera. Oh man, this is the worst. Like the enemy's working against me, man. It's okay. We're gonna get it. Alright. Uh-oh, they're still hungry. They're still hungry. They're waiting for their grain now. So we're feeding a mix. We're feeding them... Hello! We're feeding them our scraps from the kitchen. So I have 5 kids, so we have plenty of scraps. Fruit, veggie, grain, leftover toast, leftover scrambled eggs. The one thing we choose not to feed our pigs is meat. So any sort of meat left over from dinner, we feed to the chickens and not the pigs. That's just a personal preference. I've heard of people feeding their pigs meat and it being just fine. But for now, just with us being extra cautious, we decide not to feed them meat. So they're enjoying the veggie scraps and the fruit scraps though, and thriving off of that so far. And then we went ahead and got them a commercial feed, non-GMO, just an all-stock feed, which we feed to our cows as well, or we will be for winter time. So that, and then hey, they also eat. So yeah, we're hoping, you know, we'll figure it out and calculate it out come winter, you know, end, but we're hoping to stay relatively low on feed costs regarding that, and then come spring, summer, fall, it will be even lower because we'll be rotationally grazing them and they won't be needing as much grain, etc. So that's been great. Right now, we have them sharing a house in the chicken coop with the chickens, and it's been working out great. Our future plans, of course, are to separate the chickens and the pigs, and then separate the boys and the girls. I've read that when you have boys and girls, a breeding pair, raised together, that they will become more friend-zoned and they won't breed later on. So ASAP, that's what we're doing. We're creating this front half of the coop to be an area for one gender, and then we'll divide the coop in half, and there's another door on the other side that will be for the other gender, and then we'll probably move the chickens in the barn with the cows for now. We're still learning. We're trying to figure out what layout on this homestead works best for us. There's some outbuildings that were already here, like a dirt floor barn, this coop, and then we have a machine shed over there too, and even an old corn crib on the other side of the property. So we're trying to repurpose all that we can, and we're trying to keep our startup costs super low, super budget friendly. The most money we've really spent is on the animals themselves and probably the hay, and that's been it. Everything else we've used has either already been here, even the hog panels were here in the machine shed. We just had to pull them out and put some T-posts in, and we did have to redo the fencing for the cows, but that was okay. The startup costs were relatively super low, which we appreciate that. Is it a permanent situation though? No, but I'm finding that here on our homestead, and I hear from a lot of other people, that it's never a permanent situation. Things are constantly being revamped, things are constantly being changed, and needs are constantly just evolving. So we're gonna roll with the punches, so to speak, and just work with what we have for now. But I'm gonna get these guys some grain and finish up my farm chores. But before I do that, I did want to talk about the cons of Kune Kunes as well, because there are a few cons and a few things that we had to do our research on before we jumped in. So the cons of the Kune Kunes is that they do take longer to grow out. So when you get your conventional pink pig, they take, like 8-ish months to grow out, and then you can send them to the butcher, right? These guys take about, I've read anything from like 18 months to 2 years to grow out. The guy that we got the girls from said that he butchers his out at 12 months, and they've been great. So anywhere from like a year to 2 years, just depending on, right? Another con of the Kune Kunes is that this could be a pro and a con, they're a lard pig, right? So instead of just being full meat for your freezer, they're a nice marbled meat with a nice fat cap. So the people that we've talked to, they say that they love it. It's the best meat that they've ever had, and they'd never go back, type of thing. Yeah, what do you think? And then there's people who say, no, it was too much fat, it didn't serve their family well. So, we'll see. We're not married to the breed, right? So we can always, if we end up hating it, choose to sell these guys or fill our freezer and move to a different breed. But we thought we'd give it a try. And another con would be that the market for Kune Kunes is becoming a bit saturated. So they're everywhere, basically. At least in my area, it was really easy to find registered and non-registered Kune Kunes. And there's an opinion on registered versus non-registered. For us, it didn't matter too much. But what that means for us is that when we do breed these guys, and if we do get a litter of like 12 or something, way more than we'll be able to feed or fill our freezer with, we may have a hard time selling any of the piglets for profit. To us, that's okay. Any profit we get from them, or any money we make from the piglets, is going to be good. Like, it'll help cover feed costs, and then my kids are excited to possibly earn some money for their piggy banks by helping take care and then selling a piglet themselves. And then anything we don't sell, obviously, we will just raise, and in 18, 12, 24 months, I don't know, fill our freezer with. So for us, it was the right choice. For us, we feel like they're a good breed. Just the friendliness and the docileness alone, it was a big thing for us. So we wanted to be sure we were being safe with them. We wanted to be sure that we were spending our money wisely, right? But we also wanted to be sure it was something we could manage. So having never owned livestock before, we feel like for our homestead, and we only have 6 acres, right? So we can't have all of this space dedicated to pigs. We needed something that could go ahead and be rotationally grazed and not completely wreck our yard. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated. For now, it's been fun. We're really enjoying it. So, and they're cute little guys. There's no doubt about that. Are you hungry? I'd say the only problem that we've had so far with the Kune Kunes is that they love to eat the chicken's food. So with us sharing a coop, the chickens and the pigs, I have to work really hard to make sure that everybody gets enough food. I fed the pigs, and now I'm coming into the machine shed where I'm going to get the chicken food. Yeah. All right, so here's what we're feeding the chickens. It's just a layer crumble. Also still experimenting to figure out what works for us and what's going to work for a flock. Here's our non-GMO feed, and then we had gotten some of this to tie us over, but yeah, we basically have no idea what we're doing, so we're just winging it and hoping none of our animals starve to death. I don't think that will be the case, but you know, we're doing our best. All right, so we've got the pigs fed, and while they're occupied, we're gonna go get the chickens fed and get the cows watered and fed. Open this gate here and get everybody happy. Aw, is that good? Little piggies. The chicken's in on it. Oh, hello. Are you guys hungry too? Let's get you fed. Yes. Oh, you knocked over your feeder here. Let me help you. Alright, there you ladies go. What are you doing over here? Oh, we got a couple eggs. Thanks, ladies. Oh yeah. Now that makes it all worth it. Nothing like getting fresh eggs. We just have 2 layers for right now. Hey, kitty. Hi. Just 2 layers for now. These guys are all still pretty young, but it's getting cold too, so come springtime, we'll have quite the abundance of fresh eggs. So for now, my solution is to get the pigs fed outside, and then I go ahead and shut the coop while the chickens are fed inside, and I just wait a couple of hours for them to be done. And then it makes it challenging though, because I have chickens coming outside with the pigs, and yeah, wanting the pig food. So we're just making it work. We're doing it. Peach is the big one, and she's definitely the boss. As you can tell, she's the biggest, and she nudges everybody for her fair share. Peach, my girl. So from left to right, we have Peach, Devin, Daisy, and Kevin. They're fun. I love their little noises when they eat. Cute little pigs. Hi, Peach. Hey, girl. You think I have more for you, huh? I don't have any more. Yeah, another thing with these pigs is that they really don't need a lot. The guy that we got them from said that he was actually overfeeding them, and that they only need about, I think he said, I don't know, there's feed charts out there. So we're just doing about a half a cup in the morning and a half a cup at night for their weight, and veggie scraps, fruit scraps. So it's been pretty manageable so far. I always just throw out some feed for the chickens because I know the pigs will eat it. Oh yeah, here comes Peach and Devin. But my chickens won't go back in the coop to eat, so I'm not quite sure what to do to make sure everybody's getting their fair share type of thing. And as always, the stars of the show are cows, Clover and Fern. And I love these girls. They're not even giving us milk yet, and I am just like, I love them. Gotta get that view. Look at that view. Oh yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for following along. I hope you learned something about the Kune Kune breed today. I hope that you found some sort of value from my video. I'm hoping with this YouTube channel to not only document our journey, but just offer some encouragement. Even if you don't have it all figured out, even if you have no idea what you're doing, much like me, you can still do it. You can still start homesteading. You can still provide a valuable resource of self-sustainability for your family. You just got to start. So YouTube videos like this are what is spurring me on. It is what's teaching me, and it is what is encouraging me. So I hope you were able to find some encouragement. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. And I hope to continue to post more videos like this documenting our journey. Thank you guys. Bye.